tell me I'm a Raider. Ain't shit you can tell me I'm so nation. No matter the location, from OAK, LA to LV, I'm a Raider. Ain't shit you can tell me I'm a Raider. Ain't shit you can tell me I'm so nation. No matter the location. Just got the 83 feel, it's time to run it back. We struck gold with in gold in our running back. Josh Jacobs, he a specialist. He personifies commitment to excellence. He our next Bobo, he our next Allen. I'm watching receivers drown on Mullen Allen. Yeah, y'all know the drill with Littleton in the middle. This shit just got real. Look, we Super Bowl bound. I'm just an honest man. Chuck you back to return us to the promised land. Rest in peace, Al. You the GOAT, bro. NFL had Jerry West, you the logo. And I'm I pledge allegiance to Oco, LA Coliseum and Allegiant. And I'm I pledge allegiance to Oco, LA Coliseum and Allegiant. From OAK, LA to LV, I'm a Raider. Ain't shit you can tell me I'm a Raider. Ain't shit you can tell me I'm so nation. No matter the location.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You guys are watching the Raiders Report, and we are live here at Tailgate Social in Las Vegas. If you're repping the silver and black, if anybody wants to come up here, take some drinks with me, that's what we're doing. So can I get a Raiders? Raiders! We're going to be live here tomorrow. Raiders going up against the Baltimore Ravens. Watch party action. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the #1 most watched Raiders show in the entire world. We got a bunch of people repping the silver and black. Love to absolutely see it. So what you guys are going to be seeing here on today's show, we're going to do our normal mailbag. You guys can go ahead, ask your questions, hashtag Raiders, or you can super chat. If you super chat, I'm going to drink, and then I'm going to pick random people out in the audience who are wearing silver and black. They're going to come on the show up here with me as well. If anybody in the audience wants to come up and drink, we got a super chat bucket. Drop in a $5 and make sure you guys tip the waitresses very, very well. So again, everyone in the live chat right now, let's get some Raiders going. Shout out to Dom. Shout out to Ron Burgundy. Raiders! We got Raider Dangerfield, Juan Cortez, Andy Trazer, S.J. Della. Appreciate you guys watching. If you come in here, this first super chat's coming in from Hashim Shabazz. He just types in, Raiders! Let's get some beers going. Let's get some beers going. So obviously, we got a big-time game Monday Night Football. The frickin' Chiefs, they just went ahead and won. If you guys want to spam FKC, I'm all about that action. But we got 270 people watching, 61 likes. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Obviously, it helps us out a ton here. But with Monday Night Football, this is finally our opportunity where we get to show the entire world how awesome of a stadium that we have. And you're right in the spotlight. Raiders up against the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, sure, Las Vegas is a 4.5-point underdog, but when you really look at a lot of the logistics and all the injuries that the Ravens have had, I've been saying it for a week, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double down. I have put my money where my mouth is. I actually went over to the STN Sports app, put some money down on it. I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders. I got a super chat coming in from It's the Ghost. Over under Derek Carr, 350 passing yards. So everybody out in the audience right now, raise your right hand if you think Carr's going to have more than 350 passing yards. Left if you think it's going to be under. If you guys are watching at home, it's an O for over, U for under. As much as I love DC, I'm actually going to go ahead and put my under because I think if he's not throwing at the end of those games and they're running the football, that means they're winning. Another super chat coming in from my guy, King Higgins. FKC, FAB, oh, and F Tom Brady as well. Speaking of FTBs, did anybody see Trent Brown? He left the game early today. Go figures, he got hurt. FTBs in the comments. 317 people watching us live right now. If you guys want to have a good place to go get some beers, go get some food, Tailgate Social is where it's at. I've been told that we totally sold out tomorrow, but there's plenty of standing room. If you guys want to go ahead and still be able to come on in, please do so. All you got to do is say Mitchell Rents from the Raiders Report brought you, or you can go ahead and reserve your tables at chatsports.com/table. Now, the other reason that you guys realistically should really do this, I mean, we're giving away Raiders tickets every single home game. So if you guys have a chance, all you got to do is tell the hostess that, hey, Mitchell Rents from the Raiders Report sent me, and then you're going to be entered to win some free Raiders tickets. That sounds pretty good if you ask me. Now, the Baltimore Ravens tickets, we already gave those goes away. But for Raiders and Dolphins week 3, all you have to do is say, Mitchell Renz, Raiders Report, he sent me. So are you guys in Las Vegas this weekend? Y for yes, N for no for everyone watching back at home. We got a lot of people here in the studio. We're going to be bringing on a lot of guys. So the way that I also want to do this, obviously, Super Chats is how we do it. Shout out to Jack Tips as well. When we hit certain numbers in likes, I believe we're at 110 likes. Let's do 250 likes. We're going to bring some people on here. We're going to start taking some shots. So every 250, so that 500, 750, 1,000, we'll bring somebody in from the audience to go ahead and take a shot. Every $20 Super Chat that we get, I'll take a shot, and then same thing. We're going to bring on the audience here. Bottom line, if you're in Las Vegas, I hope that you guys come hang out with me. I'm also going to be at the Omnia nightclub tonight. If you want to hook up on some tickets, DM me on Instagram at MitchellRenz365. Usually these tickets are like $175, $300, but I'm gonna hook you guys up. All you got to do, message me on IG at MitchellRenz365. So what we're going to be doing here on today's show is we're going to be looking at a preview this upcoming game. I'm going to go from top to bottom, from cornerback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. I'm going to tell you all the advantages and disadvantages in this game. But realistically, it starts always at the quarterback position, right? Because every single Joe Schmo who knows nothing about the Raiders, who can they talk about? Derek Carr. In terms of Lamar Jackson, you look at somebody who won the NFL MVP back in 2019. Last season took a little bit of a step back, but still, he led the NFL in 2019. He's the most rushing yards a quarterback has ever had, breaking Michael Vick's record. So if you think that Derek Carr is a better quarterback, I want you to type DC. If you think Lamar Jackson's the better quarterback, type LJ. Now, I always tell people, be honest with me, because I'm honest with you, and I love DC. He's my guy. Hell, it's the only Raiders jersey I own. But you got to go Lamar. He can beat you in so many different ways. But I am really, really curious to see what this Ravens offense looks like, because they're not going to have some of their top receivers. It's also a run-first offense, and they're not going to have J.K. Dobbins. They're not going to have some of their Gus Edwards. He just got hurt. And then the other names are escaping me. But they basically lost 3 running backs, which is absolutely wild. We got one coming in here from Untouchable Raider. Why is there people talking in the back? Well, there's people talking in the background because you're hearing games still on screen. And guess what? Raider Nation's a little rowdy. So what you guys are hearing in the background is just people talking. That's ultimately what we're seeing here. So again, we are live in Las Vegas. So if you guys haven't already, please go ahead, reserve your table. Chatsports.com/table. That's how you go ahead. That's how you get the setup here. But I'm going to be live here tomorrow from 5 o'clock until literally close. I mean, I'm going to be here, so if you want to pack the joint, I want to literally load Tailgate Social up with some silver and black watchers. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, what about the better tight end? Because I posted on Twitter when Mark Andrews signed his 4-year, $56 million contract. I was like, let's face it, Darren Waller's still a better tight end. Goes out, hires new agents. He's going to definitely make some money here in a little bit. But who's the better tight end? Type DW for Darren Waller, or I want you to type MA for Mark Andrews. Go down in the comments right now. Let me know what you guys are feeling. Appreciate all the Super Chats that continue to flow in here from Jack Tips, King Higgins. Much love to you. Let's actually go to that Super Chat from Jack Tips. FKC was hoping for a Frowns win. Raiders take this game. The talking heads are wrong, and only a few high football IQ heads know what's actually going on. So you're definitely going to go ahead. You're going to take the Raiders, and I'm going to take the Raiders with you as well. So we got King Higgins said, F Trent Brown, perfect. F Tom Brady. You guys can put whatever you want. So we're going to be doing 2 mailbags today, and we're going to be doing a prediction video coming up around this entire game. So if you guys can, hashtag Raiders, or you can go ahead and super chat. I believe we got a lot of DWs. So Mark Andrews, Mark Andrews isn't the better tight end. We know. What up, John Castro, Anderson Scott, my opinion. What's up? My Leatherman, appreciate you. Got a super chat coming in from King Higgins. I meant Trent Brown, but why not F Brady as well? I mean, anytime that you're going to tell me F Tom Brady, I'm always on board. Here's my guy, Mystic Rican. Rodgers looks like he's running away with the bag and saying, Tom, the Packers, look at his body language on the sidelines. Also, Raiders! You hear it in the background? I sure hope so. Again, live here at Tailgate Social. So shout out to my man, Mystic Rican. We much appreciated. Once we hit $50 in Super Chats, we're going to start bringing on some people here to take some shots as well. At the end of the day, I'm just here to party and have a good time, which I think if you guys watch the show enough, you'll kind of know that's how we get down. So we're probably going to be live for, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. We'll see how it goes from here or there. So what I want you guys to do, hashtag Raiders, or you can go ahead and super chat. If anybody out in the audience wants to come up on the show, all you got to do is say, hey, come on up. At this point, I don't really care. So hashtag Raiders, or you guys can super chat to skip the line. Maybe if we got like a line going down there, but I know we lost James momentarily, so he'll be back in a little bit. He's taking a little bit of a bathroom break. I think somebody drank too many shots. Too many shots for James. So hashtag Raiders, or you guys can go ahead and super chat. Ask me questions about the game. You can ask me anything that you saw today from our NFL Sunday action. I was literally live on Chat Sports for like 4 hours before this, so I think I know mostly what happened today. Maybe some of the afternoon games are a little bit blurry, but that's more to blame on the fireball, not so much me not paying attention. We got 372 people watching, 150 likes. Come on, let's go. Let's get some likes going right now in the chat. I always appreciate people who are watching. Jeremy Carr, Jesse Rose. We got Jeremiah Carr as well. Everyone's watching. Brett's giving me the thumbs up. So right now, so what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to go to the Raiders versus Ravens preview first, and then we're going to go ahead and start getting into some of these mailbags. So once I get the thumbs up, we'll get the party started here. But appreciate everyone who came out to Tailgate Social. It means a lot to me. Obviously, I am not able to do these things if it's not for people like you. So again, much love to you. Coming up right now, we're going to get into our Raiders up against the Baltimore Ravens preview. I'm going to walk you through the all the starters. We're going to go through all the matchups. I'm going to tell you who's got the advantages, who's got the disadvantages. If you keep sending in those super chats, we'll get to them coming up here in a little bit on our mailbag. But coming up right now, we good, Brett? We're good. Coming up right now is going to be our score prediction and the whole preview between the Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Raider Nation, what's going on? You guys are watching the Raiders Report, and we are live here in Las Vegas. If you want to come hang out with me and the entire nation, all you got to do, come on down to Tailgate Social in Las Vegas. I'm going to be live tomorrow for a watch party. So the whole thing that we're doing here on today's show is I'm breaking down, I'm looking overall, who's going to win this Raiders-Ravens game. I'm going to tell you who's got the advantages, who's got the disadvantages. So go down to the comment section right now and predict the score. Las Vegas Raiders up against the Baltimore Ravens. Go down into the comment section right now and let me know. All right, y'all, so we got this matchup coming up here again. Ravens against the Raiders, Monday Night Football. When you look at the odds in this one, minus 4.5 points. The total over-under is 50.5. Monday Night Football, we get to open it up to the entire world, and I can't wait to see what Derek Carr, but not only Carr in the offense, for this team to be able to actually take that next step, to be able to do something, the defense really needs to be able to step up. If you want to go ahead and bet and put your money where your mouth is in this game, you can go ahead and do it at the STN Sports app. It's literally here at Palace Station. All you got to do is go to chatsports.com/STN, and you can go ahead and bet on the Raiders. Coolest part is they get a 10% deposit bonus, so if you want to put down $50, you get $60 or you get $10 for free, right? So up to 10%. If you want to go ahead and put even more money down, you can go ahead and you can do that. So again, it's chatsports.com/STN. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be going through, and I'm going to show you guys quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, and then I'm going to tell you who has the advantages and who has the disadvantages. So when you look at the quarterback position, I simply think that the advantage is going to go to Lamar Jackson. It's going to go to the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm not trying to hate on my guy DC. It's just overall, he's the better quarterback, right? Now, let's look at some of their stats from the last season. 16 games for Carr, 15 games for Jackson. Overall, the yards, 4,103 for Carr, 2,757 for Jackson. 26 passing touchdowns, 27 for Carr. Interceptions are the same, but it's the running ability. It's really the ability to be able to take the ball and do whatever you want. Like, you can't scheme for somebody as talented as Lamar Jackson. That's why I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give a heads up and a shout out to him for being the overall better player than DC. But Carr, he's going to have a hell of a game. I can't wait to see ultimately what happens. So go down to the comment section right now and tell me who's the better quarterback. I want you to type DC for Derek Carr, or I want you to go ahead and type LJ for Lamar Jackson. Again, I'm going to go ahead and type LJ, but it's not me ripping on Carr. Jackson is one of the best quarterbacks in the entire league. Next position that we're going to go ahead and talk about is the running back position. Obvious advantage here for the Las Vegas Raiders. You got Josh Jacobs, Kenyan Drake. I'm going to put them in the discussion of being some of the best running back duos in the entire league. The Ravens, on the other hand, I like what J.K. Dobbins does. I like Gus Edwards, but they are just killed with injuries. You're talking about Latavius Murray, and you're talking about Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell and Latavius Murray were free agents not too long ago. That's why I'm really going to say Josh Jacobs, Kenyan Drake, and even if you want to throw in Alec Ingold, that's great. But let's face it, the Raiders have a better running back room than the Baltimore Ravens. The next team coming up here is going to be around the wide receiver group. And if the Ravens were fully healthy, I might go ahead and say, okay, they might have the advantage. However, the Raiders right now with Henry Ruggs, with Bryan Edwards, with Hunter Renfrow, I mean, you guys can see some of the numbers there on screen, and I'm not even being able to bring up some of the other guys like Zay Jones. I want to see what Willie Snead can do in a revenge game. But when you look at see what the Ravens have, I mean, they got Devin Duvernay. No disrespect to him. He would be our fourth, fifth best wide receiver. Sure, Sammy Watkins is an interesting player as well, but he's got a whole bunch of injuries backed up. Marquise Hollywood Brown, it does actually look like that he's going to play. They're not going to have Rashad Bateman. Not having Rashad Bateman is definitely going to be a loss as well. So ultimately, top to bottom, I do think that the Raiders have better wide receivers and that they're deeper in terms of overall depth going into this game. So if you guys want to come watch the game with me and the rest of Raider Nation, you got to come to Tailgate Social. Chatsports.com/table is the link. You can either you can do that, or you can actually go ahead and just call them up, pick up the phone. I think you guys know how to work one of those things. Chatsports.com/table is how you get the hookup. Tell them that I sent you. You can also be entered to win some tickets as well, but I plan on trying to pack this entire thing with silver and black. So if you love the Raiders, come to Tailgate Social at Palace Station. Watch the Raiders Report. Watch it with me. Let's go to the tight end room here, where I got the Las Vegas Raiders. Obviously, Darren Waller, Foster Moreau, and I don't care about Mark Andrews. I don't care about all the other players that they got. Darren Waller, Foster Moreau, that's one of the best tight end duos in the entire league. Moreau is going to be a red zone monster this year. He might not finish the year with a lot of targets. He might not finish the year with a lot of catches. But you know what? He's going to be in the red zone. And the Ravens, I mean, they got some good guys there as well. However, Mark Andrews, he's the tight end one. When you look at the numbers from last season, 145 targets, 88 to Andrews, but overall the receptions, the yards. It's the consistency of Waller and the ability that literally nobody can cover this man. If he wants to get open, guess what? He's going to go ahead and get open. So what I want you to do, whether you're a Raiders fan or if you just stumbled across this because you know what? You were looking for some Ravens content, let me know down in the comments who's the better tight end. Type DW for Waller, or I want you to go ahead and type MA for Mark Andrews. Now it's time to go to the offensive line. When I really think about the offensive line overall, not having Richie Incognito, that's going to hurt. And for those of you that don't subscribe to the show or that you're not watching, Incognito will not play in this one. So not having him does hurt. Sure, the Ravens moved on from some other guys as well, but they have a lot more solid players, especially at tackle positions, interior. Then the Raiders, they have a lot of question marks. I like what the Raiders have, but the advantage goes to Baltimore. So from top to bottom on the offense, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, who's got the better offense? Which offense do you think, if you were starting a team, you're like, all right, I'm either going to take the Raiders offense or I'm going to go ahead and take the Ravens offense. If you're going to take the Raiders, go ahead and type 1. If you're like, you know what, man, I kind of like what the Ravens have, you can go ahead and type 2. Something that I really like, I like to bet on sports, and if you guys want to go ahead and bet on sports, I want you to listen up to the deal I got going on right now. Everyone, football season is finally here, and that means no better time to sign up for the STN Sports app from Station Casinos. It's the local betting app because it's trusted and consistent, and the robust in-play betting menu. You can go ahead and make games literally right here. That includes Station Casinos, Wildfires, and El Cortez Casino. And right now, the STN Sports app is going to give you up to $500 on that bonus money. So download the STN Sports app right now at chatsports.com/STN. And if you actually come in here to Tailgate Social and you show me the bets that you make, I'm going to make the exact same bets. So far, some of the bets that I've made, Raiders plus 4.5. Give me Las Vegas. 50.5 points. I'm thinking I might actually go ahead and take the over on that one as well. So if you guys want to make a bet with me, let's go ahead. Let's put our money where our mouth is. I would appreciate that. Make your bets at the STN Sports app. So the next thing coming up now is if we talked about the offense, got to talk about the defense, right? So first, we're going to start with the defensive line. The Las Vegas Raiders have the advantage here. I understand that the Ravens have some solid guys up front. However, Yannick Ngakoue used to be on the Ravens. Revenge game here. Maxx Crosy. I like what the guys have on the interior as well. Quentin Jefferson, Jonathan Hankins. Hopefully going to have a big game for Cleveland Ferrell, Solomon Thomas, Darius Philon, even Gerald McCoy. For the first time in a long time, I think the Raiders in the interior are probably better suited than a lot of other people are going to give them credit for. Now, sure, we've talked about this over the last, freaking 2 years, right, that we're finally going to have a better offense or defensive line. It just finally needs to be able to happen, and I think that this unit, meshed with Gus Bradley, it's going to be able to happen. Let's now go to the linebacking unit now, where I got advantage again to the Las Vegas Raiders. This one was really, really close, and not trying to take away from what Baltimore has, but this linebacking unit for the Raiders, I really do honestly believe is one of the better units in the entire league. You got Cory Littleton, Nick Kwaitkoski, and now, KJ Wright. He's definitely the trendsetter. Divine Diablo, Javen White's on IR, Nicholas Morrow also on IR, and then Denzel Perriman. So I do think from top to bottom, the Raiders have that advantage, but Patrick Queen is no slouch whatsoever. They also have some solid guys, but losing Matt Judon, he was probably more of an edge rusher. That does definitely hurt him out a lot. Now, if you guys love the silver and black, if you love the Raiders, guess what? I got free videos coming at you 365 days out of the year. If that sounds good to you, take a second, look underneath the video, and then click that big red button, turn it gray. That way you can go ahead and subscribe. That way you're never going to miss anything going on with the Raiders. All right, we got to talk about the defensive backs now. And this one, I've been kind of going back and forth. When I first designed this show, I was like, Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey, best cornerback duo. However, Marcus Peters just tore his ACL, and he's out for the season. Even that being said, Marlon Humphrey is one of the best cornerbacks in the entire league. Their safeties are a little bit unproven, but guess what? A lot of our players are kind of unproven too. So until I see that defensive back room actually shut some people down, I'm just going to go ahead and say it's the other team, because the Ravens, they got the best defensive player in Marlon Humphrey. Now, before I give you guys my last thing, which is going to be special teams, because believe it or not, kickers, they're people too. If you have any questions going on, don't be afraid ever to hit me up on Instagram at MitchellRents365. Or if you want to come party with me tonight in the Black Hole, these tickets were going for $300 a pop. Message me on Instagram. I'm going to get you in, okay? DM me at Instagram, MitchellRents365. If you're Las Vegas, open bar party, I'm going to get you in. That's all I'm going to say. Last thing we're going to go to now is the kickers, Baltimore Ravens, and it's Justin Tucker. Daniel Carlson, if you guys watch the show, you'll know that I'm a big-time Daniel Carlson fan. However, Justin Tucker might be the best kicker in the entire league. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and go him. All right, y'all, so who's got the better defense? I want you to go ahead and type Gus if you think it's the Raiders, or if you think it's the Baltimore Ravens, you can go ahead and type Wink. So I either want you to type Gus, or I want you to go ahead and type Wink. If you don't know, Wink, nickname, Gus Bradley. We're starting to connect the dots here, right? So again, we're here at Tailgate Social for the Raiders up against the Baltimore Ravens on Monday Night Football. One more time, I want you to go down in the comments, because coming up here, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my score prediction for this one. When you look at the Ravens -4.5, when you see that this total over-under in this one is 50.5, the Raiders, John Gruden, 1-4 all-time against Baltimore, guess what? I don't give a shit. Give me the Las Vegas Raiders 27-24. 3-point win. It's going to be close, but I do think having those extra running backs, having to be able to grind it out on the ground, and ultimately just having somebody who's not going to turn the ball over in Derek Carr, that's going to be the trendsetter for this Las Vegas Raiders team. All right, y'all, I want you to start spamming Raiders now. We're going to start bringing people on here in the audience who want to come up and talk a little bit of Raiders. So if we want to go get some people, James, if you just want to go get a line of people started, have them come up here, and we're just going to start chopping it up a little bit. We got Isaac Peanut 24. I'm outside in Tailgate Social parking lot drinking a beer, waiting for our table at 5 p.m., watching you live. That's actually hella funny. If you're out there, then come on in. Let's get the party going. Come on in, Isaac Peanut 24.
So Mitch, Brett, trust me on every time.
What do you got for me?
Does the first drink not have to be none other than Richie Renz? There he is.
If anybody wants
the man, the myth, the legend. I mean,
you guys want to meet my dad?
About 28 years ago, this guy fucked, and that's what happened right there.
If you guys want to meet my dad, spam dad down in the comments.
Spam dad. Let's get Richie Renz, because he
guys want to get Richie on the show?
He wanted to take a shot with us, Mitch.
Yeah,
let's do it. I'm gonna put this down for a second. Brett, go off me. I'll grab us some shot glasses. Yo. You both
get a fireball.
All right, we'll get some going. We'll get it rolling here in a second.
All right, we got Jack's tips. Put a quarterback spy on Jackson. It will be worth it. The guy runs better than Moss running backs. Hobbs can handle the task, and if not, put Littleton on him. I've actually been saying Jonathan Abram personally, so either way, though, yes, I am with you. You got to somehow figure out a way to quarterback spy Lamar Jackson. Let's go to Fabian Garcia. Reservation at 5:15. Let's have a beer. If you're talking about tomorrow, perfect. If you're talking about today, if you come on in, hell yeah, man, we're going to be drinking here. I'm going to be doing this live show for the next little bit. All right, we got Jonathan O. I already paid $125 for my GA ticket for the Omnia party. Well, appreciate that you're coming out. We're going to have a good time, Jonathan, and I can guarantee it's going to be worth it. It's going to be one of the wildest parties here in Las Vegas, no doubt about it. So again, y'all, we're live here at Tailgate Social, and I'm actually going to be going to a party here in a little bit at the Omnia. If you want to go to it with me, hit me up on IG at Mitch'S365. So what you guys are about to see, we got a camera here in the background. We got our team out there. They're about to go get some shots. So we're going to start pouring up some drinks. We're going to get Raider Nation on here, and you guys are going to start seeing some people in the background. So, Dad, let's go. Yo, come on. Come on, start spamming Richie down there in the comments. So if everyone, you guys can meet my dad.
What's your lady's name again? Holly, you coming up? Come on. All right,
y'all.
Talking to the mic.
So everyone, this is my dad. This is Holly. So everyone say hi. So here's the camera.
Right there.
Hey, right here. Hey, see this thing?
There.
That's a camera. Yep, there you go. So everyone say hi to my dad. They're about to take a shot
Raider
of Fireball.
Nation.
Let's go. Raider Nation. Good luck, Holly.
Raider Nation.
Woo! Raiders! Love it. Appreciate you guys watching right now. Again, hit me up on IG. I want to party tonight, so at Mitch'S365. If anybody out there wants to party at the Omnia tonight, message me on Instagram. I got the hookup. I mean it. And can somebody please, Dad, oh man, can somebody message Alex and tell her to stop calling me? I can't answer the phone. Hey, we got another one up here. Yeah, if you guys have a question, ask it away. If you want to take a shot, take a shot. Take a shot, ask
I
what's
got a
up.
question.
I'm right here.
What do you think about if we don't make it this year, shall we get rid of our GM?
So it's funny, Mike Mayock actually was on a radio show the other day, and he was like, hey man, if we don't make it to the playoffs, if we don't win games, I'm probably going to be sitting there next to you. So when I hear stuff like that, if he's already talking about it, he has to know. I mean, when you look at free agency, the draft.
We're not getting rid of Chucky because
he's got the guaranteed dollars. So appreciate your question.
To you.
Cheers, man. Cheers to you. Much love. All right, y'all, if anybody wants to come on and take a shot, if anybody wants to talk some Raiders, we're just going to open up the floor. So whatever you guys want to do, please go ahead and do so. If you want to come on, come on. Who wants to come on? You want to come on? Come on, let's go. Ask a question. Come on, right here. Let's go. Ask your question. Or how about this? I'll ask you a question. All right, man. So shout out. You want to give your name?
Yeah, my name's Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, take a shot.
So first, you can, what's your name? How long you been watching for?
My name's Hobby. I've been watching well, my dad showed me about you about 2 years ago, but I've only been watching for like a year.
That's what's up.
But I watch you all the time at work, bro. All the time.
Don't tell your bosses. I won't tell them. I won't tell them. That shot, that one's for you. You take that, and then I got a question for you.
All right.
So again, guys, if you guys want to come down to Las Vegas, down here with, what are we talking about? Tailgate Social, you guys can come on. So here's my question. Obviously tomorrow, big game, Monday Night Football.
I'll be there.
Who's going to score the first touchdown for the Raiders?
But, you know, Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs, you heard it here, where he's going to go with a Henry Ruggs touchdown. Let me know down in the comments who's going to score that first touchdown for the Las Vegas Raiders. Cheers, man.
Thank you, bro.
All right, we got people filming back in the background. If anybody out there wants to come on, please go ahead and do so. If you guys want to come on, please do. I'm down. For everyone watching right now at home, you guys can still use hashtag Raiders, or you can go ahead and super chat. It looks like some more Raider fans are walking in right now, so that's pretty cool. We got 430 people watching us live. We got a good amount of Raider fans in here right now. I'd probably say about 40, 50 people, so we're going to keep on keeping it going. And again, come to Las Vegas, come to Tailgate Social. We're going to hook you up with some beers, probably a lot of Fireball going around as well. So if you guys want to come on down here, please go ahead and do so. All right, I got Tony Collins. What up, Tony? the game is a must-win since the rest of the AFC is already 1-0. I mean, every game is a must-win, right? The Chiefs, they were able to get their win. The Broncos, I thought they played well, even though it was against the Giants. And the Chargers, they were able to squeak one out up against the Washington football team. So I'm kind of with you there. You need to start off, but we also know the AFC West is going to be a gauntlet of a division. All right, we got one coming in from Luis Estelia. Tell the damn Eagles fan that the Raiders chant for Raiders fans, only F the Eagles. So everyone right now in the chat, say that Eagles fan, F that Eagles fan. E-A-G-L, Raiders! No, get that guy out of here. No, we got to get him out of here. Got to get him out of here. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm with you. We got to get him out of here. All right, so we got 229 likes. Once we hit 250 likes, guess what? We're going to go ahead. We're going to bring some people on. We're going to take some shots, have a good time. Well, hopefully we get the party rolling here a little bit. So Jonathan O, shout out to Fabian Garcia. We got Josh Sergeyson. It says JJ is sick, questionable. That was one of the bigger reasons why he actually wasn't able to practice, but he's going to be okay. He's actually going to be in this one. I mean, we know he's going to be in the game. He's going to be fine. But Josh, I'm with you. I was a little bit worried about the injury from top to bottom, but Josh is going to be okay. And if he's sick, hopefully he can just get it together, get some IVs in him, and then he'll be fine. So, all right, y'all, we are 6 likes away from getting a shot of Fireball. So, James, I want you to just pick one of those guys sitting over there that has a Raiders hat, and then. All right, I got you. So, if you guys haven't already, I'm going to my Instagram right now. I'm going to check out some of the people that went ahead and they messaged me. So I'll get back to them in just a little bit. However, my phone right now is not really giving me the ability to do much. All right, give me one sec. James, I don't see what you're talking about, so sorry. Let's go to Donald Simmons. We don't have a spy that can catch him. There's no point. I mean, there's nobody that really can defend Lamar Jackson one-on-one, but if you can ultimately do your best, then, that's what you got to try to do. You can't, stop Lamar totally. However, I do think Gus Bradley's done a very good job up against, quarterbacks before, especially like Lamar, where they do a lot of defensive backs. They throw a lot of nickel packages out there. So if you guys want to go ahead and look at this guy's shirt, if you can come even a little closer, you can see it's a Raiders fan taking a shit into a Broncos helmet, squatting on a Chiefs helmet, and then wiping his ass with a Chargers towel. That is all time. That is all time. Come on, give him a shout out here. Shout out to my man. That shirt, rate that on a scale of 1 to 10. That's wild. Wild. This one's now coming in from Raider Nation CR Raider. Key for tomorrow. I really think the key to tomorrow is, you can take that shot. Take it. I think the key to tomorrow really comes down to being able to control Jackson. When you really think about ultimately not letting him beat you with his legs, when you see all the injuries from top to bottom, I mean, if he's not going to be able to run the football, if they can't run the ball effectively, you need to be able to stop the passing game. So force him to throw the football. That's how I think the Raiders are going to win this game. All right, we got Hyatt. What's up, Hyatt? Appreciate you watching the show. Do you think Waller will have a huge game? I do think that Waller's going to have a big game. I mean, when you really look at how the Ravens can beat you, I think if we put Ruggs on Humphrey and really try to take Humphrey out of the game, because if you got Ruggs there, you have to be able to respect the speed. So then that's going to open up things in the middle of the field for Hunter Renfrow, for guys like Darren Waller. That's what I want to see, and that's really what I'm hoping ultimately happens here. So when you look at some of the numbers here by Darren, the reason why he gets brought up in some of this conversation of being the best tight end in the National Football League is because not really many people can defend him. 9 touchdowns, 1,196 yards on 107 grabs last season. 145 targets as well. So ultimately, again, very, very hard to be able to handle. We did get over 269. We got 269 likes. So you want to take a shot? You want to take a shot? Come on up. Yeah, come on. I just shared them. Yeah, we just shared them. So if you want to be, if you guys want to come up here, take some shots, let's do it. Pour them up. We're gonna get it going. We had some Raider fans walk in. You're good. You can stand right up here, state your name, and then we're gonna get you guys some shots.
Robert.
So guys, give a shout out to Robert here. You got a question, or how long you been watching the show?
I've been watching for a minute now.
A long time?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That's how I knew Tailgate Social was going to be.
That's what's up. All right, y'all. So here's my question for Robert, and I want you guys to ask him as well in the comments, right? So obviously, big-time game. Who's going to be the leading catch, or I guess I should say, who's going to have the most receiving yards this game for the Raiders?
Bryan, Ruggs.
All right, so he's going to go with Henry Ruggs. So you're the second person that said Ruggs. I'm going to go ahead and say Renfrow. We're going to make a bet. We're going to make a $5 bet.
Okay.
You have Instagram?
No.
Oh, no IG. All right, we're going to make a $5 bet on it. If you win, you're going to contact me. If Renfrow has more, you owe me $5. If Ruggs has more, I'm going to send you $5. All right, man, take a shot. Appreciate you coming on the show. Appreciate you. Take it. You're good. We'll meet after. I'll come by.
How many Chucky heads that Renfrow's going to have it tomorrow?
Say that again?
How many Chucky heads that Renfrow's going to have the leading yards tomorrow?
Ooh, how many yards?
No, that he's going to be the leading rusher tomorrow. You said the leading reception.
I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably only like 2 Chucky heads. I'd love to be able to give it 3.
So I guess I got a good $5 coming.
You got a shot.
Hey,
all right, brother.
nice show. Nice
I'll come over and talk to y'all. I'll come over and talk to y'all. All right, guys, shout out to the nation here for coming up here. If you're a Raider fan, if you want to come up, hey, seriously, come on up here. I mean it. The show is based on being interactive. We have the #1 Raiders show in the world for a reason. So if you bleed silver and black, if you want to come up here, you want to chop it up a little bit, please go ahead and do so. If not, I'm going to go mingle. I'm going to start drinking a little bit. We got Lord Xmas, FKC once again. Mahomes gets bailed out by a lucky play. What do you think McCoy will do on his debut? I think Gerald McCoy is going to be a very sneaky play, simply because McCoy's going to have a great opportunity to really show the entire world that he's healthy again, and he's going to really be able to pass rush. Now, I don't know how many snaps he's going to get. They're probably still going to try to get him acclimated into football shape, but if he can be out there for maybe 40% of the snaps, I think he'll at least have a quarterback pressure. If he can get a sack, obviously that's what we're looking for, right? So, y'all, we are live here at Tailgate Social in Las Vegas. If you haven't already, book your tickets. Come on down here. We're going to be doing a lot of shows. I'm going to be live tomorrow for our Raiders versus Ravens watch party. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's how we're going to be having a good time. So if we're going to stay live here, if people want to come on, they can go ahead and do so. If you guys want to come on, I see somebody taking a picture of me. If you want to take a shot, you can come on the show. I just think everyone's a little bit too shy. I'm a little bit surprised how people are shy. We had a lot of people on earlier today. So we're live here at Tailgate Social. Come on down, please. I would appreciate it. We can watch the Raiders versus Ravens watch party game. So 426 people, 287 likes. I got LI Raider 312. Any concern with how well our opponents this year have played? A lot of good games today. There were a lot of good games, sure. However, I mean, we knew that the Raiders were going to have one of the toughest schedules, right? I mean, you're going up against all the AFC West teams. The Browns, I thought, had a hell of a game. The Colts, they didn't play very well near the end of the stretch, but that could be a team that definitely gets it rocking and rolling too. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they just beat the Buffalo Bills, so the fact that they did that, that's definitely concerning as well. Let's go to Christopher McGuire. Renfrow, 7 catches, 86 yards, and a touchdown. Okay. Hey, I'm totally on board for that. As long as he gets targets, as long as he gets things going. So if Renfrow can get 7 grabs, I'm on board with that. Let's go to Caleb Landry. I need 89 points in fantasy. I have Jacobs, Carlson, and Henry Ruggs. Should I start Ruggs or Edwards? I have him too. Wow. I don't know if you're going to get 89 points. I don't know what your scoring system is. That's a lot to ask for. But if you're looking for a bigger week, I'm probably put my money on Ruggs simply because he has that breakaway speed where if he's able to get that 80-yard catch, take it to the house, I mean, that's how you win your week, especially when you're down by that many. Sometimes you got to roll the dice a little bit, even in Vegas. So, y'all, hashtag Raiders, or you can go ahead and super chat to get your questions on the show. I would appreciate them coming in here. And if we're going to keep it going, we got 294 likes. Fabian Garcia, reservation at 5:15. I believe that you're the one out there that I see, but we'll see what happens here. Caleb, much love to you. Brett, are we going to stay live? What's the plan here? Are we staying live? I mean, people are eating, people are doing their thing. So I think this is what's going to happen. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go start mingling with the nation. We're going to start giving away some special tickets, if you will, thanks to the Omnia. So appreciate everyone who was watching. Make sure you guys come here tomorrow. Raiders versus Ravens watch party. It's going to be wild. It's going to be lit. They're going to open the door at 5 o'clock, so make sure you're here early. And if you want to party with me again tonight at the Omnia in the Black Hole, hit me up on Instagram at Mitch'S365.
So nation, no matter the location, from OAK, LA to LV, I'm a Raider.